I'm about to install this reindeer mod for my RX-7. It's about to go so much faster. What do you think?
We're about to go on a cruise with the Fast and Furious cars right now. It's gonna be so awesome. So this is the Fast and Furious market, Torretto's market. Alright, this is cool. We're at the market in the first Fast and Furious movie. Look at this blue GT3 RS. Then we got Paul Walker's Toyota Supra.
I don't know. It's like, okay, it wasn't you.
Torretto's RX-7. Finally got the wing back on. Wait! There you go. Picture perfect. So this little model Fast and Furious cars here. As you can see, it's a little bit different from the movie. Where else do you see that in California? Where else?
Craig, this is
Craig.
William.
Hey,
Nice
how are you?
meeting you.
Nice
Well,
to meet you.
So Craig Lieberman over there is the original owner of the Toyota Supra and the R34 GTR from the first two Fast and Furious movies. He's also the technical advisor for the movies. Eclipse and the Jesse's.
Well, I have to Margot, this is Julia, John's daughter. Margot and John were married for how many years?
6, 7 years.
6 or 7 years. She was with him at the end. As you all know, this is a remembrance cruise for John Lapid. If you don't know his name, shame on you for not watching my videos. I mentioned that guy more than I mentioned the good Lord's name. But John was there at the very beginning. John loaned us his car, which was silver at the time, to the production of Fast and Furious and essentially created history. His one condition was that they could have the car so long as they didn't paint it green.
And it's green.
Then when he found out how much they were paying him, he said, you know, maybe it's all right. And so history was written. So this year is a remembrance of a couple things. It's the 20th anniversary of the year that we filmed the first movie. Nobody knew, including myself, that this movie was going to be a hit. Neither the producers, the directors, nobody knew until the first night that it aired. Frankly, I thought the movie was going to go straight to DVD. But after around 2015, it became clear that it became a cult classic with a whole new generation of people. And all you new friends I've met through social media, it means so much to keep the image alive. The creation of John Lapid, now 20 years on, is global. I've been to different countries. We've all seen Instagram, all the different cars, all the different people who have made replicas of this car. He influenced a whole generation of people, millions and millions and millions of people. And for that, we have to give our homage to our good friend John, who passed away. What was the actual date?
October 1st.
October 1st, so it was just recently. But he was surrounded by family at the end, and I was so fortunate.
day of your life?
I was so fortunate to get John on tape last year and to have a discussion with him. I didn't even know he was sick, but he kept it to himself. But he agreed to come out a long ways to come see me and sit in my place and have a nice interview with me. And I never forgot that. I remember the enthusiasm we had for the project the first time we sat in a movie theater and watched the movie on the screen, and when we walked out, he said something to me to the effect of, "I can't believe that my car is going to be the star of a movie." And I said to him, "Your car is and my car is." and then when I first saw the billboard for the Fast and Furious movie, I was driving on the way home from work. I was working in LA, and I only got a quick glimpse of it, and it was a green colored car on the billboard, and I was like, son of really angry about that all the way home until I actually saw that it was my Supra painted green, which I'm still a little angry about. But anyway, it's been a long, long road, and the franchise has become what it is because of all of you people, all the people that you know, all the people that we know on social media. So I'm going to turn it over to Margot, perhaps Julia, to say a few words in remembrance of John.
And I'm like, why? You know, because this is the first time seeing the car, and then I couldn't ride in the car because it was a one-seater. And I'm like, this is lame. And so when I drove up to the freeway, he said, just don't drive next to me, or don't drive behind me, just drive like a couple of lanes next to me. And soon enough, as soon as we got into the freeway, all these cars were just swarming around him and revving and trying to race him. And I'm like, oh, I see.
He didn't want you to drive behind him because the floor pan was going to fall out.
And then he had random people coming up to his driveway taking pictures. So when we get home, he has to cover the car. And I'm like, why? People were coming up and just standing in his driveway, and his mom's like, there's people out there. And I'm like, oh, okay. I never heard of the movie before until I watched it, and I loved it, and I watched every single movie then on. And so I wanted to thank you and everyone else here for supporting John. I mean, he would have been really, really happy to see this. And thank you from Julia and his family and friends. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Other thanks for the group here. A lot of people go a long way. Shahar, who's always been very cooperative to help put all of this together. All of these cars are here because of Shahar. We got Rich over here, who drove his High Civic out here from. We got Juan, who drove out from the 909, which I never go to the 909. Is it 911 or 951?
951.
Our friend Nick is in the car industry a bit, so he's been around the block a couple times.
Thank you.
Where's Sean from Autopia? Where's Gino? Gino right there.
Oh, Hollywood.
Torretto brothers, a lot of people there. All you people were instrumental in helping put this all together, and so we appreciate that. So here's what's next. Now, this is a fun thing that hasn't been done in a long time. I haven't been there in years myself. We're going to go to, get your phones out and write this down. We're going to go to the intersection where the Supra actually did the drag race at the end of the first movie, and you're going to laugh at the address when I tell you. The address you're going to put into your phone is 700 Tuna Street. I am not making this up. It's at the corner of Tuna and Terminal Way. It's in San Pedro. There's multiple ways to get there.
Is it San Pedro?
It's considered San Pedro. So look carefully. There's two ways. If you go the northern route, it'll wind up taking you over the Bay Bridge, which you don't want to do that. So you want to go the one freeway south. You'll have Terminal Way on the side, and I'll be out there. I'm driving that blue R35 thing over there, and then we're going to line the cars up, and we're going to do a nice photo shoot. My wife has kindly volunteered me to do the flagging of the race. So we will get some good social media stuff, and we'll do it multiple times. It's not going to be an actual drag race. It's just going to be he didn't bring the wheelie bars as well.
Oh, come on.
Right?
It's okay, you don't need it. Pop a wheelie.
We'll just go in the back of the car and push it back up.
There's no hurry to get over there. I'm sure there's cops around because there's nothing better to do because it's semi-COVID lockdown and all that. So drive at your own discretion. Julia, you're going to ride along with Pedro, yeah? So Julia, the daughter, is going to ride along here. So if you have a photographer in your car, it would be great to get some pictures of Julia as she goes down the highway with Pedro as the driver.
Anyone hear that? Okay, take a picture
So
of
all
it.
you photographer people like. So. Yeah. You all set? All right, everybody, no hurry, no rush to get there. So we'll get there when we get there. It's about 25 minutes, depending on what kind of traffic is. But don't worry, we got no place else to go. So if you don't want to go, I got to go get food or whatever we're going to do. But we'd love to have you there. It's going to be a fun day. So thanks for joining us. We'll see you again shortly.
This right here, the red nose, gives a lot of downforce for the front. And right here, these antlers, they're active arrows. So when you go fast enough, they actually start shifting back like that. Gives maximum downforce too.
Go up and then top down. Then you go out and top and do that.
Gonna have to take these things off, or else I'm gonna be too fast for these guys.
almost had me.
You never had yourself.
Dude, what are you smiling at?
Dude, I almost had you.
You almost had me? You never had me. You never had your car.
Fast and Furious movie. So we gathered a few people, have some cars, and they look a little familiar. This guy's Vin Diesel's here, and his clone is here.
We got Craig Lieberman's GTR here and my RX-7 right in front of it. They're about to recreate the scene from the first Fast and Furious where the Supra races the Dodge Charger. They're gonna use the Vin Diesel copy.
Back is plywood.
Now we're all gonna have to watch this. Everybody's gonna go home, watch the movie.
watch it, put it
Like, you put it there?
For prosperity's sake, I gotta record it.
Yeah, dude, paint looks great.
This is hilarious.
License plate.
Go $15 motor.
Both the Torrettos went into the Dodge Charger.
How much in it?
What is Supra size?
Dude,
Alright, text him.
everybody's gonna have to back up and keep the crank.
Alright, now we need to cut. Keep the motor running. You guys hop out. Where's Edgar? There he is. It's Edgar. It's Edgar. It's right there. Here. Keep going.
I'll try my best. Oh, now it is.
There you go.
I'm gonna be filming from the back of this GTR. Alright.
Ray, what are you doing?
So just, yeah, exactly.
Oh, good. You're gonna do this?
Kind of like hold it up with your hand. I'm not.
Alright, I'm in the trunk. Hopefully this trunk doesn't close. Back up, back up. Back up. About to sit in the Toyota Supra. That's crazy. Really? Alright, we're about to start the Supra right now.
Don't be scared.
Check if it's a neutral. Alright, you started the Supra right now. The retail on one of those.
More than I can afford now.